It started with the tree in my front yard, a towering old oak that had been there long before I moved in. I loved that Tret gave shade in the summer, a home for birds, a touch of character to the otherwise cookie-cutter neighborhood. But apparently my HOA president, Karen, did not share the same appreciation. She complained that the branches looked messy and claimed the roots might damage property. I reminded her that the tree was healthy, city inspected, and well within my property line. Still, she wouldn't let it go. One afternoon, I came home from work to find a commotion on my lawn. There was Karen standing in my yard with 2 hired workers, chainsaw buzzing, directing them to cut down my oak tree without so much as a knock on my door. My jaw dropped. "What are you doing?" I shouted, running up the driveway. Karen, hands on her hips, snapped back, "This tree is a violation. The HOA has authority." I told her she had no such power. But she just smirked and waved at the workers to keep going. Then fate intervened. As one of the larger branches was sawed through, Karen stood too close, craning her neck and barking orders. The heavy limb cracked and swung down, not toward my yard, but straight toward her house across the street. With a loud crash, it landed squarely on her roof, breaking shingles and denting the gutters. The workers froze. Neighbors peeked from behind curtains and porches, whispering and filming with their phones. Karen screamed, blaming everyone but herself. She demanded the workers fix her roof immediately, but they reminded her that she had hired them, not me. When she turned her fury on me, I calmly pointed out that she had trespassed on my property, cut down my tree without permission, and caused damage to her own house. In fact, I suggested she call her insurance company, though. I had a feeling that conversation wasn't going to go well. Later that week, the HOA board held an emergency meeting. Several neighbors showed up, still chuckling about the Great Oak incident. Karen tried to spin the story, but with so many witnesses and video evidence, her credibility crumbled. Not only was she forced to pay for her own roof repairs, but the HOA also removed her as president. For once, the neighborhood sided with me. Now, every time I look at the stump of my oak tree, I feel a twinge of loss, but I also can't help smiling. The tree may be gone, but in the end, it brought down the queen of the HOA herself. Poetic justice, courtesy of Mother Nature.